What's going on, my eaters? It's your boy Chef Drew, aka Chef, aka Big Drew, aka barbecue season is here, y'all. So we figured what better time to make a burger with y'all. Y'all already know I love sandwiches, I love hamburgers, I love combinations of bread and stuff. So today, y'all, we are gonna make what I think is a pretty tasty burger with y'all. It's my Lion's Mane burger. We got a little bit of grass-fed beef here. We got some beef bacon. We got some Lion's Mane mushrooms, y'all. We're gonna put it together, make a tasty sandwich, and I hope y'all like it. But before we get into that, y'all, please, please, please like, subscribe, do all the things that you need to do to help us continue to bring this content to you. Let's go. Y'all, so like I said, a couple years ago, I needed to come up with a vegetarian option for Pink's Barbecue. I started researching some things. I landed on some Lion's Mane mushrooms. And since then, I've just figured out all sorts of stuff to do with these mushrooms. I love them. I think they're great. They're great as a vegetable. They're great as the main character in the main event, but they're also great to help supplement other great ingredients like they're going to do today. So with that said, y'all, we're just gonna do a couple things here. I have some smoked Lion's Mane mushrooms here. I got fresh Lion's Mane mushrooms. I rub them up with my Pink's Barbecue rub. You can use whatever rub you like. Our rub has some cane sugar in it. It has salt, pepper, and garlic. That's it. Rubbed up the fresh Lion's Mane mushrooms with that. Stuck them on my smoker. When I put them on the smoker, y'all, I smoke them typically until they're tender at like around 225 degrees up to 250. Typically it takes 30 minutes to an hour, just depending on the temperature and how smoky you want your mushrooms. They're mushrooms, they're very porous, so they take on a lot of the smoke. So the longer you leave them on there, the more smoky your mushrooms will be. The shorter amount of time you leave them on there, the more mild your smoke would be. You figure out what you like. For this purpose, I smoke them for about an hour to stand up to the barbecue and to stand up to the beef that we're gonna put them in. I like that smoky flavor really getting into those mushrooms. So I did all that, took them off the smoker, chopped them up into strips, and here we have a half pint of them. I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna chop these up, and then I'm gonna brown them up a little bit in the skillet. I already have my pan heated up over here, y'all. And for the record, all of this could be done outside on the grill or what have you. But today, I just chose to do it inside, y'all. But if you want to do all of this on the grill, you absolutely can. So like I said, there's no real rhyme or reason. We want to cut them up into some more manageable pieces. Once you do that, y'all, I caught my thumb with the knife, y'all, but guess what? It didn't get me though. Thank God, but I'm the only one eating it. So anyway, cut into some manageable pieces. We're gonna take this, put it in the frying pan and brown them up for a little bit. We're gonna brown those up real quick. When they're browned, we're gonna mix them with some caramelized onions that I have here that I've already done. Caramelized onions, you chop them in, you julienne them into uniform strips and you let them slow cook in some kind of fat, the fat of your choice, and till they get nice caramelized brown and tasty. The darker you caramelize them, the sweeter and the more caramelized they taste. I usually go for like medium type of situation. So we have those browning up. I'm gonna take those off in a second, y'all. I'm gonna mix them up with the caramelized onions, and then I'm gonna get back with y'all and show you what's next. All right, y'all. So we browned up the mushrooms, and then I took some of this OG barbecue sauce. I use Pink's Barbecue OG barbecue sauce. You can use whatever barbecue sauce you have accessible to you, and that you like. I use Pink's Barbecue OG. About 4 to 6 ounces, depending on how moist you like your barbecue to be. Because I'm taking these mushrooms and putting them in a burger, I didn't want them to be that moist, so I only used about 4 ounces of the barbecue sauce. So in this pan right here, I have the smoked lion's mane mushrooms that have been browned. I have some caramelized onions, and I have the OG sauce. I had about, I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. I had a half a cup of caramelized onions, and then we're gonna have a pound of grass-fed ground beef, and then I had 8 ounces of smoked lion's mane mushrooms. So we have the mushrooms, the barbecue mushrooms in the pan. What I'm going to do is chop them up a little bit finer since we are incorporating them into hamburger patties. We want them to be a little bit more uniform. So, the reason we brown the mushrooms first, y'all, is because the mushrooms have a lot of moisture in them. And so by browning them, we cook off some of that moisture. You don't want that additional liquid in your burger patties. Ugh. My shirt was on the cutting board. Don't crucify me, y'all. Ain't no one eating this food but me. Joe's gonna watch me eat it. That would not happen in a regular work environment. It's just me. Don't come for me in my comments, please, y'all. For a pound of ground beef, we're gonna want about a quarter cup of the barbecue mushrooms. So here, for a pound of ground beef, we want a half a cup of the barbecue mushrooms. Here I have a quarter cup. I'm just gonna take that, fill it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do that again. That looks like it might be a little bit too much for the hamburger patty, so I'm gonna put a little bit back. So you want about 1/3 of a cup at the end of the day of the smoked barbecue mushrooms. Take that. Move these over here. And we just gonna chop it up. Think hamburger patty. So you don't want real big chunks in your hamburger patties, otherwise that would be meatloaf, y'all. These ain't meatloaf burgers, these is smoked lion's mane burgers. We have a pound of grass-fed ground beef. Y'all, you use whatever ground beef you want. We're using locally sourced grass-fed. All right, y'all, so in this bowl, we have the smoked lion's mane and we have the ground beef. I have some ground green pepper here. I use green peppers. You can use black peppercorn, whatever pepper you want. Just a little pepper. And then a little bit of salt. And depending on the patties you like, y'all, you just mix this all up together and you should get 4 to 6 patties. Okay, so we got it all incorporated there. I'm gonna go for 4 patties, so you just take what you had, split it in half into 2, try to get 2 equal parts. And then you take those and do it again. Split them in half again. It doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. What hamburgers you know that are perfect? And there we go. We have 4 Lion's Mane hamburger patties prepped. We're gonna heat up our skillet, and then we're gonna keep this party going. All right, y'all, so we got the flat top heated up now. I'm feeling a little frisky, I'm feeling a little adventurous. So I chose to grease my flat top up with some pork fat that we made from some rendered trimmings that we stored up. You can lube your grill up or your flat top up with whatever you want. Vegetable oil, canola oil, peanut oil, beef tallow would be great as well. I thought I had some beef tallow, but I don't. But I did have some pork fat, so we're gonna fry up these patties in some pork fat, and we're gonna make a banging burger with them. So like I said, I got the grill heated up. We put some lard on it. Now we're gonna cook these patties. We're gonna do 2 patties, y'all. Now, y'all, I smash them out pretty flat to begin with because I want them to kind of cover the area of the bread. However, I'm not gonna do no more smashing. I don't want to push all the juices out of them once they start cooking. So here they are. This is where they're gonna be. We're gonna flip them 1 time, put some cheese on them, put some goodies on them, y'all, and we're gonna get these Lion's Mane burgers in our gullets. So y'all, we got the patties down here cooking. They browning up real good. You can see they're kind of cooked all the way through on the top. This is how I know it's time to flip them. Like I said, we're gonna flip them 1 time. We flip them, let them finish, put some cheese on them. And yeah, y'all, we land in this plane here shortly. Bow! Y'all, 1 time flipped. We're gonna put some cheese on these things, and then we're gonna let them finish cooking, and we're gonna put this burger together. I am so excited. All right, y'all, we're gonna put this sandwich together. Right here, we have a toasted bun. I went to the deli, the bakery in the supermarket, and just got a little bit nicer bun. Like y'all have heard me say before, I like to know that my buns hold up to everything that's fitting to go on the bread. So we toasted the bun already. We have some mayonnaise here. I like a lot of mayonnaise, y'all. You do it how you do. We got some mayonnaise. It's a big burger, so boom, there we go. Joe, you like mayonnaise? Not a mayonnaise person, Joe? Joe, do you like burgers? Bread, meat, and condiments, Joe? Bread, meat, and ketchup, Joe, is that it? Okay, it's cool, it's cool. We got some pickles here too, y'all, but we ain't gonna use those yet. I'm a mustard guy. Have a little bit of Dijon mustard right there. You use what mustard you want. My kids like yellow mustard. Do y'all like yellow mustard? Because I'm not really. Joe, you like yellow mustard? I'm glad you don't like yellow mustard, Joe. So we got some mustard here. Then y'all, this is how we gonna start doing this thing. We got the burger, we got the bottom. The mayonnaise to me always goes on the bottom. I don't know why. Don't judge me. I'm gonna come over here real quick. Real quick, I'm gonna come over here, y'all. We got the double patty on them. What y'all know about that double patty anointing? We got that double patty on them. We still here with the bread. Hold on. Y'all, one of the things I love to do when I'm making a sandwich, a burger, or a sandwich really, I love to put the same animal protein on a sandwich in multiple ways. For example, it would have been great if I could have toasted this bun in beef tallow. Then we have the beef lion's mane patties. And then y'all, just to keep this beef party going, we have peppered beef bacon. Joe, you ever had beef bacon before? Buddy, do you like bacon, Joe? Okay.
Everybody likes bacon.
Okay, everybody likes bacon. So for those people who can't eat pork or who choose not to eat pork, y'all, there is an alternative for you. It's called beef bacon. Some people call it beef fry. You can find it at your butcher in the supermarket. We got that beef bacon going right there. Y'all, listen. A lot of times on sandwiches, people do lettuce. But I want to show y'all something today. It does not have to always be lettuce. Something that we underutilize, I feel like, in our kitchens today is fresh herbs. Instead of just some regular lettuce today, we're going to use some cilantro, y'all, to brighten this sandwich up. And here's why I chose to use cilantro. Cilantro is a herb, a fresh herb. We're going to use it fresh. But I feel like the sharpness in the cilantro, the freshness in the cilantro is going to cut the richness and the fattiness that is this burger from the beef, from the richness, from the lion's mane and the smokiness. And then, y'all, we got the cheese and the fry, and we're going to put some cilantro on it. Y'all, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm literally using it just like lettuce. So we take a bunch of that, stick it on there. Bow. Don't be shy with it. Get that out of here. We're gonna put this top on that thing. And y'all, I don't know if you know this or not, but we have a smoked lion's mane grass-fed beef burger with beef bacon topped with fresh cilantro. Y'all, this thing looks like a TV set. This thing looks like magic. And I get to eat on it right now. If it's good, I did my thing, y'all. If I don't like it, well, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Joe, how'd that look?
Looks good.
Joe don't eat nothing, y'all. He over here smiling at this daggone burger, yo. I'm almost scared to cut it, Joe. I almost don't want to cut the daggone thing. But I'm going to cut it for y'all. We're going to take a bite out of it and let's see. Joe, you think I should cut it? Or you think I should just try and handle it? What you think, Joe?
I think you should just go for it.
Joe said he think I should just handle it, y'all. I'm scared. I'm going to drip something on my shirt, I promise you. Oh, and don't let me forget. Ain't no burger party ready till it's a pickle on the plate. Boom. All right, Joe said I need to just handle this burger, y'all, so I'm going to rub my jaw. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is insane. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful. That's a burger. Cheeseburger. Double cheeseburger. Here we go. On everything I love. The smokiness from the lion's mane with the texture that it gives to the, grass-fed beef is very lean. And so sometimes it needs some things to help it along. The lion's mane adds this great texture that this burger needs. The beef bacon, the herbs. Y'all, this is a good burger. If you do anything this spring, this summer, this May, make you this burger, y'all. I'm gonna take another bite just to make sure. Y'all, that's what a burger is supposed to be. Quality ingredients put together properly. Y'all, we're gonna bring y'all some more burgers this season, some more sandwiches. But do yourselves a favor, try this out. Please, please, please like, subscribe, do all the things to help us continue to bring you this great content. I really hope you guys like this recipe. I really enjoyed making it for you. I'm gonna enjoy finishing eating this sandwich because I'm not throwing it away. And y'all also remember our homeboys Chuck and John? Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and John, available on all podcast platforms. Some great guys putting out some great content. Go check them out. Until then, y'all, we are gone.